Good day, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Daniel Umstead, host of the RNG radio show. And my guest right now on the RNG radio show, you've heard about her. She's done credit repair. She's done real estate. She's also done real estate investing. So without further ado, my main guest that I brought on the RNG radio show is none other than Tanairi Clavijo. Tanairi, how are you doing today?
Hello, everyone. I'm very excited to be here, actually. Thank you, Daniel.
Oh, listen, the honor is all mine just having you on the show, so I really appreciate just having you here right now.
Yes, it's a beautiful day. Something just fell behind you, but you know what?
You're not going to worry about that because we're just going to keep on going because most of the folks at home know that this is just being heard on audio. So whatever you notated, they probably trying to figure it out themselves. So since we're here talking about yourself, Tanairi, let's get right into it. So tell the folks at home, what is it that you do and why do they need to get in contact with you like today?
Yeah, so that's actually an excellent question to start off with. Well, so I'm in real estate. I started actually off in New York. So I've been doing real estate in New York for some years prior to, being here in Pennsylvania. And I've been in Pennsylvania going on 5 years now. And it's been great. The real estate market is very distinctive in Philadelphia. New York is a little bit of a different case, but overall, between credit, I'm an investment specialist and credit advisor. It's something that I really enjoy doing. I just love handing keys over and making dreams come true. You know what I mean?
Awesome. I love that. Now, for somebody's dream to come true, how can they get in contact with you or where can they follow you at on social media?
So, well, my website is www.realtortanairi.com, and on there you're going to see different upcoming events, especially pre-COVID. We used to do a lot of, first-time home buyer seminars, credit and wealth seminars. We had lenders come in as special guests. We even had motivational speakers. I mean, you name it, we did. If it was a seminar or an event or some kind of vending, thing going on, we were there. And when you on my website, you're going to see a whole list of events that were done and coming up. You're going to see all the services. My Instagram is at TC_realtor. And on there, you're going to see a lot of live, in the mix, in action kind of stuff, because I'll go on video or, I'll be quick to do a live with me inside of, pre-MLS property for an investor or something like that. So yeah, I'm pretty active.
Awesome. Now, as far as, because you talked about the investment part, what criteria are you looking for from an investor? Like if somebody's coming to you, because I get inquiries all the time, referrals, where folks are like, hey, you found anything on the market for 20,000 or under? No. So with that being said, what type of investor are you looking for to get in contact with you?
Well, I actually work with all ranges of investors. So I work with the investors that are looking at multi-million-dollar deals in New York, all the way to, brand new, fresh, looking for their first $10,000 fix and flip in Philadelphia kind of thing. And I think I almost rather work with a newer investor only because I'm very passionate about, as many people as possible from their city, owning where they live for one, and for two, obtaining a income producing property. Okay. Especially if you got a property from me personally, I'm always putting a bug in all of my buyers' ears that in 6 to 12 months of paying their mortgage on their personal home, pull out some equity and let's get started on that income producing property. You know what I mean?
I love that. I love that. And then how can someone actually get qualified for a home loan? I know you talked about the first time home buyers workshop, but what steps can somebody do to get qualified for a home loan?
Well, getting qualified for a home loan. So first off, the requirements now with these lenders have become a little bit more extensive due to COVID. And so we do have to, make sure that our buyers have a heads up on that, because some of them may have previously bought before and they're looking to buy now. Just because the market is, is really hot right here in Philadelphia, and they see that things change, you know what I mean? So the banks typically need at least a 620 credit score up. They don't like to see more than $2,000 in debt, especially if it's for conventional. And actually, conventional, I think, is only $1,000 in debt, and FHA is $2,000.
Okay.
Right. And they need to see at least 2 different open active trade lines. You can't go in with, you might have like a 700 credit score, but you don't have anything open and active. So the banks do need to see at least 2 different types of trade lines, whether that be like 1 credit card, 1 car loan, or 1 student loan and 1 line of credit, just as long as it's 2 different open lines of credit.
Okay.
Great.
Now, you spoke about the fact that, of course, that you do credit repair. Why is it important? I mean, I get the 620 credit score as far as being the minimum, but why is it important for somebody to do that? Why can't they just put out the cash and just be done with it?
Well, right now we're actually entering a cashless society. So, if not enough people kind of get on that wave to kind of structure themselves. See, the lenders, the banks, anytime you're going for any kind of loan, personal loan, car loan, home loan, investment loan, they're looking at certain things, and one of the main things that they're looking at is your buying power. How much buying power do you have? So, you can have, maybe $10,000 in the bank, but if you have $10,000 line of credit, that's actually more of value to them than it is liquid assets.
Okay. And then, for somebody who may be in the 500s, 400s, God forbid, 3s, for those individuals who are looking to get to that 620, what steps can they take right now in addition to contacting you?
So what can they do to increase their credit?
Correct. Mm-hmm.
Well, it's funny because a lot of people that have come to me for, getting their credit increased X amount of points in order to get qualified for the loan, when they sign up with the services and I go over everything with them, when we get to the part of credit monitoring and how that one particular feature shows them what they can do within their own hands to increase their score, the reaction is almost always priceless.
Awesome.
Because yes, it's one of the most beautiful things to see out of people. And I tell you why. A lot of people have no idea that something as small as paying down their credit card under 30% usage, preferably 29% and under, makes all the difference on their credit score increase. It might not make the difference on their debt to income ratio, which is actually the last thing that the lenders are looking at when they qualify you for a loan. So they're looking at debt to income ratio, how many trade lines you have open and active, and they're looking at at least a 620 credit score. But yeah, I mean, that would be one tip that I would share for free on how to increase your own credit score. You guys want to definitely like let's not have any maxed out credit cards. It's not a good look. We want to keep the usage You know, if you're at 50%, get down to 45, then to 40, 35, and so forth like that. You know, do it in increments because you actually see a much more point increase when you do it in increments versus trying to hurry up and pay one big lump sum to the credit card so that it shows, you know, a zero balance. As a matter of fact, we don't ever want to leave our credit cards with a zero balance, do we?
No, not at all. Not at
No,
all.
that's counterproductive. If
Absolutely.
anything, see, the credit bureaus would never know that you actually use that card if you always keep the balance at $0. So if you have a credit card of $1,000 and you pay $100 worth of groceries and then pay that full $100 before the end of the billing cycle,
Ain't doing nothing.
yeah, it's actually not helping you increase your credit. So that'll be the second little bonus tip there.
Oh, you just giving away free gems. I like that. Thank you.
Look, anything to see people win, right?
Right. Always, always, always. And then now you talked about the credit monitoring as being one of the benefits. What are some of the other benefits going through the credit repair program that you have?
What are some of the benefits with the
Yeah, what are some of the other benefits besides the credit monitoring where they can see
goodness,
to
so
increase?
many. Oh, I don't even know where to start with that one. See, because the thing about this specific program that we use to, you know, have our clients utilize for credit increase is that it has everything integrated in there for them. They are literally set up to win. There is no way that you won't unless you're not utilizing the actual services. So I'll give you a good example.
Okay.
The budgeting tool, that is an integrated program where you just filling in all of the blanks. So it's like having an integrated financial advisor without having a financial advisor. Because you're putting in, all you're doing is filling in the blanks that this system, this portal already pre-built for you. How much did you spend on your housing, utilities, your transportation, and so forth? You put everything that you budgeted for, everything that you ended up spending, and it actually creates a monthly budget report. So
Wow.
now if you're, you know, looking to save for, you know, 15 grand on an investment property, say March of next year, now you can realistically set goals based off of whatever that dollar amount of your savings is at the end of each month. So
Nice. And then with the budgeting tool and all the other benefits that are included, are they separate fees where people have to pay like an extra $5 or $10? You know how
no,
these
not at
cable
all.
companies. So
Not at all. As
everything
a
is free?
matter of fact, it's all included, Daniel. It is all included. That's how amazing, that's how exciting it is to just be a part of this platform because I've handed so many keys because of it. I mean, people are going to have the ability to not only increase their credit, but once obtaining a property, they have a will and trust in place. There's a will and trust alone. I mean, what are the lawyers charging nowadays just for a will? You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I mean, what's those
expensive.
things going? I mean, you know what I mean? Like, this is all inclusive with the credit restoration because at the end of the day, they're a nonprofit financial literacy company.
Oh, awesome. So they're not out for profit, they're just out for helping people. That is
It's
awesome.
all for the betterment of helping others, exactly. And I love being a part of it.
Wow, that is really great to hear. And then I know we talked about it before, but before we continue on with the interview, where can folks go again to find you on social media?
Well, on Instagram, y'all can find me at TC_realtor. My website is www.realtortaneri.com. And my Facebook business page is Tanairi Clavijo Real Estate.
Okay. Awesome. So hope y'all folks read that down. If not, the information, of course, will be in the comments section. So now,
Absolutely.
now you're doing real estate, you're doing credit repair, you're doing real estate investing. What advice would you give to somebody who's a business owner or looking to become a business owner? What advice would you give to somebody who's just starting out and just needs that oomph to get through to the next day, or just simply just to get started?
Ooh, that's a powerful question there. I would say for those looking to, newly start their own business, get into business, launch a business, mindset is first and foremost everything. Make sure that you guys have that go-to kind of like mentor, motivational speaker, kind of like self-development, go to a group of people, YouTube, whatever, so that you can thrive in where you're headed despite the distractions and noise around you. And my personal, so I'll share with you some people that I personally, Jay Shetty is amazing, amazing. I look at him like every other morning. And then Abraham Hicks is amazing. Her stuff is really yes. Les Brown. I mean, there's a lot of them out there, a lot of powerful people out there that want to see you win and has so much free information out there at your disposal to make sure that you grow as your company grows. Because let me tell you something. Once we get to higher figures and numbers, it's going to be a different set of problems. So just because you have more money doesn't mean that the problems go away. It just means it's just a different set of problems.
Especially you in a different tax bracket, so I completely understand. But that's all good. It's all good, because I'd rather, what was it, The Wolf of Wall Street? I'd rather have an issue with a $2,000 suit sitting in the back of a limo with the Rolex watch on, rather than trying to figure out, what am I doing for dinner this week or tomorrow or in the next 5 minutes. So no, I greatly appreciate that advice. And then before I let you go, Tanairi, what is it that folks should know about you being a realtor that they won't find on the website or even with the credit repair?
I don't know if they won't necessarily not find this on the website, but I like to self-call myself your community realtor.
Okay.
But I mean,
hey, if not, it's official now on the RNG radio show. So Tanairi Clavijo, community realtor. I love it. CNN get on this. So we good.
Shout out to RNG radio show. I'm so excited to be on here.
Yes.
No, but yeah, I think I'll share a little bit as to why, the whole motivation behind the Your Community Realtor, right? So doing real estate in New York was very interesting, especially the last year that I was out there doing real estate, because you saw a significant rental increase within a 10-month time span of maybe about 55 to 65%. And, it definitely was a shock to a lot of New Yorkers because, people weren't expecting these the rental market to go as crazy as it did. And so because I saw it was already like too late in New York and I had already moved out here, I came out here. It was a very different time of my life. And about 2.5 years or so after moving over here, I got back into real estate out here. So I got my reciprocal license and I said, you know what? I am going to specifically work with those who are unqualified to get into properties. So that's what I've been doing ever since. That's why I literally call myself your community realtor, because I'm not out here working with the 700-800 credit score people with the $20,000 down. I'm working with you know, the people that need to get qualified first in order to help them make their dreams come true with home ownership. So, yeah.
I love that. I love that. Yeah, because us realtors, well, the other ones, they typically just go off of the commission check and seeing how they can get that 5, 6, 7%, and then just call it a day. But I appreciate your honesty and love for it. That there's a love that goes along with it, because you could easily, especially with your experience, coming from New York and being in Philly, you could easily say like, hey, I'm going after the $1 million listings. Y'all could go check with the city or Google financial assistance for buying a house. But for the fact that you put yourself out there as a community realtor and helping those, that's what folks need, because some of them feel that it's like, hey, I got a 480 credit score. There's no way I could get a house, but I know you yourself have created miracles, and it's seen on your page as well. For the folks that haven't checked out Tanari's page, be sure to do so. There is testimonial after testimonial, and especially during COVID. It's not even that you showing something from 2016 like, hey, guess what, I just got a house. You mean the one back when Obama was in office? No, these are recent stories. So I'm honored to have you on the show, being able to share that. So
I'm honored to be here. Thank you for having me, Daniel.
Definitely. Well, Tanari, I want to thank you again for being on the RNG radio show. It was great having you here. I'm definitely looking forward to having you come back on and sharing some more testimonials on the show as well.
Absolutely. Thank you for having me.
Definitely. And for the folks at home, be sure to check out the RNG radio show Monday through Friday at 7 a.m. on Facebook Live, or you catch out the replay with great interviews such as these on YouTube. Tanari, thanks again for being here.
Anytime. Thank you.
Fleslet on the beat.